Okay, finished half 912. I did all the mods that I explained on my first video. As you can see, I did I used the molding from a local auto store. I was going to use the normal molding, but this one looks way better. The only thing that's, like I explained on the first video, is that you need to use screws to hold this in. Use the acrylic for the acrylic window. You can't use double stick tape because it won't stay in place, so you have to screw them in. And right here I have the 120mm fan, Cooler Master, with LED lights, and the cover is a Silverstone that I got from Newegg. And what else did I do here? Right now, what I'm doing is I'm updating Internet Explorer to Internet Explorer 8. Let's see, show you the front part. Something that I did notice from the, I don't know if it's a big deal, but let me show you. Over here, it's secured in, as you guys can see that. You know, but here's too much of a gap, and you can see the lights coming out. But it's no big deal. I mean, it's very, I mean, if you turn off the cold cathode lights, I can't, you know, I think it's that, but I'm not sure. Hold on a second. No, but it's the lights from the two 120mm from the front part of the case. Oh, something else. Got to show you guys this. A lot of people have asked, or I've seen on other videos, what this is for. You could use it for a couple of things. I'm using it for a cold, to control the cold cathode lights, to turn them on and off. Or you could use it for a fan control. I've seen the one with the little knobs on it, but it's up to you. But has its use right there. Way to go, Cooler Master. And let me show you the front part. It's a great little case, it really is. You got the option of either using two 120mm fans or a 200mm fan. I went with a 120mm instead. Well, actually, the guy that I'm building this for did. Hold on a second. What I'm going to do is open it up so you guys can see from the inside. Okay, what some of the components that I did install, I have a 212 running push-pull, two 120mm fans, exhaust from back here with a 120mm LED light, Cooler Master LED, and the board is a MSI 880. The processor is a 2-core Callisto Phenom. It's a black edition. I tried to unlock the 4th core, the extra 2 cores, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't stable, and it kept, it wouldn't boot to Windows. So I decided I went back to BIOS and had to actually reset the BIOS. And you know, it's a hit and miss with these processors. You know, you'll get lucky and you're able to unlock the extra cores, but I didn't have any luck with this one. So, and this board is it's capable of unlocking cores. You don't have to go through a lot of you know, the different settings and stuff like this. So either do it through Windows or you could do it through BIOS. That's the great thing about this old board. It's a micro ATX board. It comes with a USB 3, SATA 6, and what else? It's I think it's at max at 16 gigabyte memory. I'm not sure. And it comes with one PCI Express slot. The video card that I installed here, it's a 5450. This guy that I'm building this computer for isn't a gamer or anything. He's going to use this for his home PC to do some random surf the net kind of thing. So he didn't want any of the big items. Oh yeah, let me show you here. I decided to go with the metallic blue for the optic bay drive, and I think it came out pretty good. It has that like MSI color, so that was pretty nice. I put the cold cathode box down here. This is where the SSD cards go, but he's not going to put any right now. If anything, he's probably going to put them in here. There's an adapter that the 912 comes with. Plus, you got plenty of room. You got lots of room. I put the cold cathode lights here on the side of the motherboard tray, and right here on the bottom. And the control for the 120mm fan over here, I put the connector over here. It's zip tied, and there's a little bit of double stick tape that I put so I could hold it in place. And all you gotta do is just take it off. Okay, cable management. This is great. Lots of holes for cable management. It was perfect. You have good airflow, so it's awesome. I love it. Over here on the top, instead of using the 200mm fan that I was going to go with, it was out of budget, and instead I used two 120mm Cooler Masters that I had in stock. So instead of spending the extra money, we talked to the guy I'm building this for, and he said, yeah, go ahead and use them because you don't want to spend too much money. So there you go, two 120mm on the top as exhaust. And over here, we decided to use mesh instead of using the original slot covers that this came with. Reason why, again, for airflow. You don't want to cover these, so these are perfect for flowing cool air. And we're using these little, instead of using a screw, and these are screwless. What do you call them? Toolless, so you don't have to like use a screwdriver to get them out. You got these nice little knobs. They're like they go like $5 at Newegg. Let me show you the back part of the case. I went with the metallic blue here also. And to do this, you gotta take this thing apart, completely apart, to be able to do something like this. You can't just take the some of the covers, like the top, or you have to take this whole thing, the motherboard tray. If you take this thing off to paint, you gotta take the motherboard tray off. So just to let you know. The power supply is a Raymax 530 watt power supply. I don't know how many other people have used this power supply. I've used it so many builds because it's affordable and it's somewhat, what do you call it, modular. Not completely modular because the cables are sticking out here, but it's enough where it's decent and you're not going to spend a lot of money on. Okay, I need to turn this off to show you the other side of the case. Stand by. There it is. See it from this side. So let me open it up so you guys can see. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go. Okay, for the fans, I got this extra thing that I had laying around, a Molex with 3-pin connectors, and it was pretty convenient. That way, I didn't have to use so many cables. So these are for the 120mm fans in the front. And these are the ones for the top. And I have for the power going to the cold cathode over here. And this one's for the 140mm fan over here. I'm using a Roswell 140mm that I had in storage. The cut isn't the greatest, as you guys can see, but you can't see it from the other side. I guess you could use some sort of molding to cover this. I mean, I filed it and everything, but using a jigsaw, I used it a little bit to do some of the cuts, and then I used a Dremel, but you know, I try to make it as accurate as possible, and it wasn't that, didn't come out that way. So I guess you could use some sort of molding to cover this if you're very anal about it. But okay, like you see, I painted the case. It's a matte black. It's kind of dirty. I got to clean it up a little because I've had my hands touch it and everything, so I need to clean that up. The process for painting this, again, I had to take the whole thing apart, sand the whole thing, and you know, I used 2 different types of paint, the matte black and the metallic blue for the dry base. Cabling, you got one for the hard drive here. By the way, this hard drive is just temporary. This is mine. I mostly use it for builds just to see how the system runs. I'm waiting for my friend to get his. He's going to get a 500 gig or 1 terabyte and then install his operating system on it. What else? Oh yeah, oh my god, this is amazing, guys. Cooler Master finally did right with the 912. They made this hole way bigger for the case, which is great. You know, you don't have to like my 932. It was very small. You know, you got to take the motherboard off the motherboard tray to change the cooler or the heatsink, and it's great that they did this. It's awesome. So that's pretty much it, man. That's the build. Oh, let me show you a little more detail on what I did here with the other side panel. I love this, man. This is great. This makes it look a little bit more military. I don't know. It's great. These little spots that you see here. This is just a little oil that I had to put when I was installing this, so I have to clean that up too, just to finesse my way in there. It's kind of tight, but the great thing about this, it won't come out. I mean, it's a real hassle to take it out. Okay, let me show you the other side of the window that I did. Okay, the screws that I use, I got at Home Depot. I think they're Allen screws. You guys can see that with a washer. This is the molding. It looks great, man. I love this molding. For windows, it's great. And the acrylic window, I also got at Home Depot. You know, it's like $3 for this size. Actually, it's a little bigger than this. I had to cut it a little, but it's about $3. And I use electrical tape just to cover the little imperfections of the acrylic window that I cut. But it's up to you. I mean, some people have a better handle of cutting acrylic windows. You know, they do a better job than I do. But just to cover and make it look nice, I use electrical black tape. It stays in for now. But if you guys have a better idea of how to cover this, I just didn't want to show, you know, the acrylic part. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just that, I don't know, I don't like the way it looks when you open this up. It's not like anybody's going to look from this side, but when you open it up, I mean, I just want to, you know, see the cuts. Okay, what else? There's the 120mm fan, and that's pretty much it. Those are the mods that I did to this case. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let me show you this part. See if it's possible to turn this over. Hold on, stand by. Okay, right here. You guys can see that I use a different type of stands for this case. The ones that the 912 comes with, they're kind of rubbery, kind of really, I don't know, I didn't like them, so I tossed them out, and I got these from Cooler Master. They're supposed to be for what is it, the 932 or it's the other one that I got at the 840, I think. So I use these instead, and they look nice, really nice. It's kind of mission to install. I'll show you here. You see right here, you got to, you know, use a washer and a nut or a bolt. What do you call it? Yeah, one of these things. Yeah, you can get them at Home Depot. Just you gotta have a lot of patience installing this, or you could use a different. I mean, there's so many options, so many other items out there that you can use for the stands. Probably a little bit smaller than the ones that I got, but these, not saying they're really hard to put on, but you gotta have patience when you put these things on, and make sure the power supply, a little mistake that I made, I installed the power supply before installing these things, so you have to make sure the power supply is not on when you're installing these, you know, installing your new stands, or whatever you call these. Okay guys, that's the video, and hope you like it, and please, if you have any comments, go ahead and post them, and subscribe if you like this video. Talk to you later. Bye.